All right, welcome back. This is a little snippet video of my episode 46, turn 76 battle, which was one of the best battles of the series. So I'm recording this months later. I was thinking about my 40 turn head start challenge that I did and how this was one of the best battles. And because the one that was in the recording for that playlist series on my channel is me thinking about it and going really slow and being perfectionist, it's not exactly the most exciting watch, right? Because it's interesting in that you see my thought process and decision making, but it's not as pleasurable for viewing in terms of just seeing the carnage the swifter rate. So that's why I wanted to go back and find the save file and show this to you so you can see how it went down. So they started with a bunch of heroes, a bunch of units here, a bunch of them here. And so my job is to eliminate these folks and then hold the bridge and try not to have too much in the way of losses. So you can see what I have. Champ 2, not very good. He's going to be useful with the fire resist. It's going to be useful just because the DPS. Raising people, shock, Tyborn giving my star of the show, Echo, only 55 hit points, but 23 defense and resistance. And importantly, let's pause this for a second. So let's see what they have. So transfer thing guarding by flames at the moment, inflict immolate. He's leading the army, I think, giving 4 J-prints to everybody. Wizard Hunters is boosting that. He haven't have Summon Slayer, some shock damage, a little bit of shield, morale, a little bit of shield, a little bit of shield, significant shield, some fire protection, sabotage, which is very useful against these machines. Gas breath won't be useful at all. Some fire damage beam will be useful with a high concentration of people, but so you can see what's up, right? So 20% physical protection, 100% fire protection, absolutely essential, right? So it's mostly, I'm not worried about fire damage, but I am worried about physical damage, right? So that's what's interesting there. We got this guy, Reanimator. This guy won't be very useful in normal heat. Champ 4. This guy, he does not have inflict stun. He just have some spells. So in terms of dealing damage versus machines, there's plenty of damage channel stuff that's not very favorable to this. But so let's see how I did it. So +2, I won't inflict curse, but I will have the melee damage, which will prove to be essential. It'll take forever for them to do their movement. So since, yeah, okay. So I'm trying to figure out how exactly I want to position myself, doing a little damage. So, you know, these guys having fire resist, putting them up in his face. This casting instant wrath is helpful. I'm just worried about a dispel on him, right? Because he's got the guardian flame and now the instant wrath. And I'm worried about losing that stuff. I'm trying to keep a guy close to the shore to keep some of their cannons occupied, but yeah, I'm just trying to hide. So they're doing some stuff there. Easy bait, right? Very minimal damage. Notice these guys start moving across the bridge. And some of the cannons line up on the shore because they figure they, in certain circumstances, if I was right next to the shore on my side. So you can see I did the the sabotage. So now I'm starting to move this guy up to do some stuff. And again, trying to keep these guys back because a lot of them, although I love these guys because they have the 80% fire protection. I really like these units Gould because it takes care of that light weakness that they usually have. I'm just moving my guys back, just trying to make sure. Oh yeah, so in this case, I was able to apply this for the +3 resistance. So this guy's up to 17, this guy's up to 15. Instant Wrath, took a little bit of damage. These guys are starting to come across. Keeping him out here as bait. Again, I can lesser reanimate stuff that's level 1 or level 2. So I'm keeping that in mind. Nice hit there. Now I'm deciding to come in a bit. Got a nice stunning touch off on this guy as they're weak to it. So I'm just trying to try. This guy's so low, so I'm trying to drop it before too long. Turn to be able to blow them up. And so now that these guys, yeah, I ended up having to death ray, but now that these guys are almost taken care of, that was painful. But I thought charging in and killing somebody would be useful, but I'm not so used to it. So they're taking some pot shots here. So he's down, hoping, of course, I'll be able to lesser reanimate with some of the necromancer heroes I have. So they're starting to come across the bridge, and I'm wanting to get up here and choke them off. So now I'm positioning them here. Shock bolts on him too, because they hate targeting him. Great damage from the stunned. Cadavers do so little. So give them a level up. I think I'm waiting to see. Yeah, okay, so I gave him some heal because he's essential to keep alive. Champ 1. Trying to move back from some of these mortars that I anticipate coming. Okay. And give the experience. I don't know why. He didn't need it. That was a spicy hit, unfortunately. That was also cannons were doing so much damage. I was not expecting them to do all that damage, so I think of these guys as really tanky, especially with 20 defense. Isn't that crazy? They were still taking tremendous damage. So now I know I want to get my hero up here to close the gap and eliminate these guys that are behind. There's one dropped. Now I'm trying to get him up here. That was fortuitous to have that thing. Gave him star blades. Now C is my only hope. Took him out. Trying to keep guys spaced. So all those cannons are reloading. It's fine. Go after my cadaver. I don't mind. But just trying to keep him holding the line. And he's still taking. Woof. So it's good. It's good that they're staying crunched here, because if they break through, it's a lot more painful. So just doing some sabotage, trying to get some of that going. Trying to keep their interest from across the river. I'm going to do the same over there, just trying to keep these guys back. Get some heals up. Lots of reloading. So he's starting to take a lot of damage now. I knew this guy would be dying. See there. So I heal him up a little bit. I was able to port this guy out. And then again, just trying to keep them busy. Do flankings, trying to keep some more guys to be trying to suck some attacks over here, but not too many. Trying to get some haywires going so that they get stunned and are more easily attackable, like how this guy is stunned. These angles. Taking a fair amount of damage. So many cannons. Goodbye. But he wasn't metaled up at all. So he attacked and stunned. That's exactly what we want to see. A few guys are low, so we've almost chewed through all their juggernauts, right? And then knocking him out. Now this guy's exposed himself going in for the hit. Take that. Get him out of there now that he's absorbed a lot of damage. So I'm just trying to think who still has health, who I can expose. I ended up being a little too greedy with this guy, I think. And so they can still take some hits. That was unfortunate to see him go. But he was at least stunned. So he's keeping this guy alive, which is essential, right? So he's taking those hits like a champ. Going in. Cut a few haywire units. So that going in with the Banshee to haywire them proved useful. Go in with this guy. Yeah, getting him killed. Shock damage, pretty nice there, but then I'm going to pay for it. He's down. Thankfully, still have some stuns. So I'll come back, do some AoE damage with that. Then trying to get him back up in the mix, get in the face of these cannons so they stop doing what they were doing. Got the stun off, which is appreciated. So little that necromancers do. Thinking carefully about who to raise from the dead and why. Woof. He's getting low. He's getting low too. So going in, was able to panic him because I wasn't going to be able to chew through there. And I wanted to keep this guy pinned. Giving them, knew I wanted to raise that guy in 60 on the 1617 is a lot of meat to chew through. No, he's in trouble. So he took so much damage. So much damage. I probably should have run him from the battlefield. That's what I needed to do. in retrospect, but I just was so afraid. I was so afraid of losing this guy. Okay, I'm trying to draw interest from across the river. So that finally killed him, taking some hits, but now I'm getting these folks up in the mix. And at this point, I know what's happening. And I have so many low health units. But thankfully, he's not able to go anywhere. So he's put out, and now I can head out there. But first, I try and think carefully about what units are most essential for raising from the dead. The Watcher, I think, had some decent metals and just gold, but I ended up holding on to him for a long time. He took a heavy hit there, but moving in. Now he has to reload, so he is now a goner. Boom. And so that was the battle. Wow, this recording was still 16 minutes long. So that's an abbreviated version of that battle. And I think I will do one more of these because there was one other battle against warlords that I flagged from the series that deserved its own separate watch. So I'm going to go record that now as well. So I will see you in the next highlight video. Thanks for watching this highlight video of that wildly sketchy bridge battle that I ended up being very happy with.